All right, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good month last month, and this is going to be the reading for everybody with the sun sign of Taurus. And this is going to be the reading that's going to help you get through the month of April. Let's just do a quick shuffle here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go through like I did previously in the last months, and I'll just kind of go by what your spreads had said before, and then we'll go over this month's and kind of just do a quick recap on the whole thing. Okay? Spirit, please guide us in what Taurus should be looking for the month of April, please. Okay, so like I said before, what we're going to do is we are going to go over your previous months, then we'll go over what's going on for you for the month of April, just to kind of give a quick recap. So last month, we're going to start with your moon card, and this is like either your home life or your inner emotional life. And at the beginning of the year, you were kind of feeling like you were in a competition or, being threatened, or there was a threat. And, I had advised you that it was best not to argue right now. Things became stable and it was a good time to rest or to start something new. And then after that, you kind of really needed to be honest with yourself and on how you felt about certain things. So you just kind of needed to have some reflection and be honest with yourself. So let's see what it says for you this month. This month you have the Ace of Pentacles. And pretty much what the Ace of Pentacles is telling you is, this is a sign of a new beginning. And you're going to start feeling more productive this month. So for me, I feel like this is an inner emotional thing, not necessarily your home life, even though it is good to be more productive around the house. But I feel like you're going to start feeling that internally. Okay, Taurus? So our next card is our Mercury card, and this is going to be like your work and business life. And previously you were dealing with, you kind of got a warning that things may not be as they seem in the workplace. And I kind of advised you not to trust people at work at that time. Hopefully that has phased. Then it was possible that you had a sudden ending of some kind, some sort of failure, backstabbing, pain, tears. There was something that was very upsetting that had happened to you at work. And, I had advised to take a break from the situation so it didn't get worse. And then something happened at work that was very upsetting to you. Are you being treated right at work? So it looks like in the work sense for you, Taurus, you were having some trouble. So hopefully the trouble is going to be beyond you. And for April, it's going to be a lot better. So here we have the Fool. And the Fool's actually another indicator of a new beginning. So that's two cards showing you a new beginning. So something's happening that you're going to get, a good opportunity is coming for you. You might have to make some important decisions, but there is new beginning for you. So I am showing a change in the work situation, whether it is you had to change jobs or something had to change at work in order to make things better for you. So you're going to kind of start feeling like in the month of April, Taurus, that things are going to be moving forward and get better for you on that. So our next card is going to be our Venus card, and this is going to be your relationship card. So it's mostly for the romantic relationships or your partners, but this could also be a close friend or family member too. If that seems like it fits more there, then you know, by all means, that's probably what it's referring to for you, okay? So in the past, you were feeling a little uncertain about a relationship. You possibly had some conflict, and it was best to be realistic, is kind of the advice I had given you. And then you were dealing with someone who was kind of being stingy, you know, and that's never fun to deal with. And I kind of gave you the advice of, if they're not helping you, then don't support them. You know, it's time to help people who are helping you in return. It makes sense, right? And then next, you might have had some conflict and arguments. And then I was wondering if maybe you were bringing, because, you know, your work life was so stressful. I was kind of getting the vibe that maybe you were bringing your stress from work home and maybe taking it out on your friends and family at home. So that's very possible. We all do it, whether we do not want to. And then my advice to you was try not to take things that are happening at work out on your loved ones. So that's obviously very important, is to not do that. So let's see what we have for this month. So hopefully your relationship aspect is getting a little better for you too, because it already looks like the work part is getting better and that there's new things happening. So let's see what it says for this month. So this month we have the Two of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see that okay, because I can't see the camera. So the Two of Pentacles is pretty much telling you that you kind of need to get your priorities straight when it comes to your relationships. You know, maybe because there's new things happening here and you're feeling really productive, maybe you're working too much, and maybe the people that you love and care about are feeling a little bit neglected. We'll see if I can get anything from the other cards that you have, Taurus, to see if anything else kind of pops out at me, but that's kind of just the gist that I'm getting from what I see so far. So that might be just a little bit of what you're dealing with for that right now. So our next card is your Sun card, and this is going to be like your goals and your accomplishments and successes. And so in the past months, your goal was to get through the conflict and to be careful as someone wasn't being honest with you. So you really need to keep a lookout for that. Your next goal was to kind of work on your trust issues, which me following up with that kind of makes sense to why you wouldn't be trusting, Taurus. I totally get that. Next, you had to kind of keep your distance from those who weren't treating you well. So, you know, so there was some issues going on with that. It looks like people weren't treating you very well, Taurus. But let's see what we have for this month. So this month we have the Queen of Cups. So she's pretty much telling you your goal for April is to really be patient, and you might have to sacrifice a little. So I'm not saying give everything you love up or anything like that, but if, you know, people may need you this month, you know, they might be feeling a little neglected because you're just working all the time and they love to have you around. So you just might have to give a little give and take here, okay, Taurus? That's kind of just the vibe I'm getting for right now for this. Like I said, we still have 3 cards to flip over, so let's see what it says. Our next card is going to be your Mars card. So this is where you're going to have the conflicts and challenges for the month of April. So in your past, your challenge was kind of like you were feeling the lack of stability. Things were going down at the beginning of the year for you. You know, and then you were learning something new, which is always a struggle. And you had a hard time juggling that. And then your challenge was that you just wanted to be happy, but you feel like it wasn't there for you. My advice was that you had to make some changes in order to make that happen. So that was kind of your struggle. I feel like it's been kind of an emotional year for you, Taurus, but I do see so far things are getting better. So I'm really happy about that. But let's see what your challenges are going to be for this month. Okay. So here we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is in reverse form. So the Page of Swords is pretty much telling you that you are going to have some conflicts. So the fact that this is in the conflict position, something's going to happen where there's going to be a conflict. And And then it's kind of advising that someone may try to deceive you. This person might be male, but not necessarily. But just kind of keep an eye on males in your life for the month of April. Someone may not be honest with you. And then my advice at this point is just to kind of be careful of dishonest people. But overall, like I said before, everything's looking great. So it looks like you have a lot of new beginnings ahead. A lot of good things are coming for you. Just kind of keep your eye out for people who might be dishonest. Our next card is our Jupiter card, and this is where you've had some growth and development, or you will grow and develop in the month of April. So let's go over your past. Your past was you did learn to grow and you needed to make some changes with what you were doing, as you know, what you were doing at that current moment wasn't bringing you good reward. Then your power was in your strength and you had to take your time. And then it was, you needed to focus on your keen mind and intelligence to learn and grow from this. So there was a lot of learning and growing for you in the past few months. And that might be why things are going so well for you now, which is great. So let's see what you have for this month. So this month we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is suggesting that it's time to start something new. Do I sound like I'm repeating myself? Because I am. That is the biggest thing. Something new is happening for you in the month of April, Taurus. Let's see. And then you're going to learn how important it is to give yourself space to heal. So this is a healing card. You've been through a lot the past couple months, okay, Taurus? And you're learning, you know, give yourself that time and space to heal is very rewarding as you see new things are coming your way. That's really the theme for this reading so far. I don't know what this card is yet, but that is the biggest thing I'm getting for you this month, which is great. Our last card is our Saturn card, and this is where you're going to need the restraint and control. So in the past months, you needed to show restraint to a rude woman. Someone was being rude to you, and then you had to be careful sharing information with a woman. There was someone who didn't necessarily have your best interests at heart. And you know, after that, it was good to kind of be active, but not too active, not to be too ambitious, like to kind of take your time as things were coming into place, which I think was kind of setting you up for what is going on for you in the month of April, now that I can look back. And this is why I keep these notes to what I said to you in the previous months, so I can kind of reflect, and it kind of gives me a better idea on what is going on for you for this month. So it's definitely helpful. And then the last thing I gave to you for last month was you kind of really need to not let your fears and insecurities get the best of you. So yeah, especially with these new things coming, you definitely should probably still apply, but let's see what we got for this month. So here we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is pretty much telling you that others may need your help, okay? Others may need your help. You might have to be tolerant of that and be tolerant that you may have to help others. Of course, you know, like we've said before, if they're not helping you back, then it is important not to just kind of give to people who are just going to suck you dry, basically. But that might be where you're having issues with your relationships. Maybe people need your help. Maybe you're focusing on this new adventure and this new position at your job, or something new that's taking up your time, and your friends and loved ones might be saying, hey, I need your help. I need you to be here for me. Even if it's not like financially, it might be they just need your support. Okay, Taurus? So I really hope that this is helpful for you, and I will hopefully see you next month.